She was beautiful, successful, and in love with a man who didn't want her anymore. But when the new woman entered the picture, she didn't walk away. She picked up a stun gun and a knife. What followed was one of the most cold-blooded, calculated murders in British history. This is the story of Sadie Hartley, a woman killed not for money, not for revenge, but for love that turned demonic. This is romance and blood, and you're about to enter a story so twisted, you'll never look at jealousy the same way again. Sadie Hartley had it all. A 60-year-old businesswoman, thriving, radiant, and respected. She lived in a £450,000 home in the quiet town of Helmshire. Friends described her as smart, elegant, and generous, but in her personal life, she had one deep anchor. Her partner, Ian Johnston, former fireman, fit, charismatic, and unfortunately, a man with history. Sarah Williams, a 35-year-old former ski travel rep known for her looks and manipulation. She and Ian had a short affair years earlier, but Sarah wasn't over it. Not even close. When Ian reconnected with Sadie, Sarah spiraled into obsession, jealousy grew into hate, and that hate turned to planning. She's a bunny boiler. I'll fix her. That's what she wrote in her diary. Sarah wasn't alone. She had a friend. A strange one. Katrina Kit Walsh, 56, a riding instructor with a deep need to feel important. She became Sarah's twisted sidekick, and together, they plotted murder like it was a movie. For 18 months they schemed, journaled, traveled. They bought a stun gun from Germany, drove around Sadie's neighborhood, planted a GPS tracker on Ian's car. This wasn't impulsive. It was an execution. A week before the murder, Sarah rang Sadie's doorbell, disguised, holding flowers. A fake delivery. Sadie, being kind, opened the door. That was the dry run. The trial confirmed it. They were checking door access, CCTV blind spots, and reaction time. Sadie had no idea she was being hunted. January 14th, 2016. 8:00 p.m. Sadie was alone. Ian was away skiing. Sarah rang the bell. When Sadie answered, she was immediately hit with a 500-volt stun gun. She fell, and then Sarah stabbed her over 40 times. Her body was later found at the foot of her stairs. Blood everywhere. It was beyond rage. It was surgical, and Sadie didn't stand a chance. Sarah and Kit thought they were slick. They dumped the getaway car, burned clothes. But detectives noticed something. A GPS tracker on Ian's car. That device traced movements directly back to Sarah. Then came the diary. Kit had written everything, from shopping trips to the weapon. It was a diary of death. The courtroom was stunned. The evidence, rock solid. DNA, CCTV, phone pings, Sarah's hair in the getaway car, Sadie's blood on Sarah's ski gear. Prosecutor called it one of the most savage murders committed by women in British criminal history. Verdict, guilty. Sarah Williams, life, minimum 30 years. Kit Walsh, life, minimum 25 years. As the judge said, this was not a crime of passion. This was a crime of obsession, arrogance, and pure evil. Sadie's family was shattered. Her daughter called it an assassination. Ian never forgave himself. A documentary later revealed he was never even aware of how deep Sarah's obsession ran. She had stalked his life, watched Sadie's every move, and eliminated her. All for love that never existed. We've heard it all before. Love makes you do crazy things. But let's be honest, this wasn't love. It was obsession, entitlement, ego, and evil in its rawest form. If someone pulls away from you, let them go. Because chasing them won't win their heart, but it might cost someone their life. Subscribe for more real-life stories of where romance turns into murder. This is Romance and Blood, and this was the tragic story of Sadie Hartley.